The reader should keep in mind at this point that these so-called conspiracy videos or whatever you call them on YouTube and such are only examples of how the masses are manipulated to believe that some information is based on truth, and some information is based on lies and disinformation. When in reality, all 3D information is the product of thought, and has no basis in truth. All information within this 3D plane, and all internet sites, for or against any perspective, are simply more examples of duality and deception. You will not find truth on the internet, not on this site, or on any site. You can only find truth through awareness of this concept, that the ego thinks it knows something. Reconnecting with this reality and truth is the only means of escape from the 3D prison of deceit manifested through thought. This thinking is the thought process which conjures up words. Words manifest as sounds. Very micro sounds, but still sounds. Sounds are produced by vibration. Vibration is energy. Energy glows. And glowing is light. Therefore, the ego, and all thought is light. Or more literally, everything we see is thought. And it's all fake. And simply because you read these words does not mean you have become aware. It only means that you have read another example of the ego and the probability that you've been manipulated again. If awareness is truly captured, then peace, power, perfection, purity, joy, patience, steadfastness and the like become the constant within your 3D illusory life experience. This is not based on a belief in some God, or some Holy Spirit, which are the product of the thought process, but are based on knowing, not thinking, that something is right or wrong. For there is no right or wrong, when everything in this 3D illusory plane is a lie. The only truth there is, and the only reality there is that this is all fake and fraudulent manipulation, and is the manifestation and product of the thought process and the ego, resulting in the masses agreeing or disagreeing with different information, when in reality, it's simply mass hypnotic manipulation to keep the 3D prison system intact, and nothing more so than those who base their own perspective on religious indoctrination, which includes deep intellectual studies, all of which results in geopolitical, religious confrontations which serve the royal elite oligarchs who imprison the masses through the use of the duality weapon, which is the manifestation of the thought process.
You get a goddamn job before sundown, or we're shipping you off to military school with a goddamn Finkelstein shit kid. Son of a bitch.